It's Friday, fuckers. Welcome to Shadowcast Uncut. And joining us this evening, the man who runs the interwebs, Greg for Mercy.
It's only a masterpiece if it says Takara on the box.
Toy reviewer and all-round rap god, Bobby Skullface.
Fans Toys apologist.
The genius reviewer behind $69.99 toys, Justin T2RX6.
I break my toys on purpose just so this guy will speak to me.
Meme master of wieners and farts, Robert D.
Man, what'd you break this time, Robert?
Sponsored by Bob's Bait and Tackle Shop, Matthew Deluxe Baldwin. And we won't be doing Hasbro news because I'm your third-party elitist host of Zefticon.
If it wasn't for Hasbro, you wouldn't have third party anyway, Lenny.
So put on your big boy pants and send all of the special snowflakes out of the room because it's time for your favorite podcast. Shadowcast Uncut.
Hey there, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Shadowcast Uncut. We are on episode 161. I thought it was 2. 162.
All right, you're fired.
Nobody changed it. Oh, anyways. I'm your host this weekend because Decepticon, he's moving on up to the east side to a deluxe apartment in the sky. Anyways, but we got the other people here. I want to introduce Robert D. How you doing?
Hello, Matthew. How are you?
I am spanking good, man.
I'm going to spank you.
Alrighty. And we got T2RX6.
What are
Jay
we?
to the Houston. How you doing?
I am well. We're 30 seconds in, and Robert's already trying to spank people. It's gonna be a rough show.
Yeah, we don't have Lenny here, so it's gonna be kind of boring.
Like
Speaking of boring, we got Bobby B. How you doing? Got him.
I'm very well, Matthew. Thanks for
I'm
asking.
just kidding, man. My best friend in the world. And we got last but not least, definitely not least, we got Greg for Mercy.
Hey.
How you doing?
I'm definitely paying attention to the show and not playing Killer Instinct.
Oh, nice. That's a good
No,
game.
I'm kidding.
No, you're not. It's okay.
No, I'm going to play it when I'm done, after Legion. Zoe,
Is that
it's my dog. She hasn't seen me all day.
Oh, I
She wants
understand.
attention.
Gator does that too.
You got a problem with my dog, Robert?
no, I love your dog.
He's got a problem with cats. That's
I'm not my fucking family. There.
Zoe, go sit over there, baby.
Whatever.
So anyway, we still got a couple of small shirts, mugs, and glasses. Come buy our stuff. We're almost out, but that's cool. People have been buying our stuff, so hook us up or look us up, and then we'll hook you up.
And-
So anyway, screwed that up as usual. So anyway, so what did everybody get? And we'll go with Robert D.
I got absolutely, positively nothing. But I did get back some figures that I can now sell for double profit.
Who touched them? Who
Bobby
touched 'em?
B. Bobby B. Did he sign them? Bobby didn't sign them. Fuck.
Poor
I gotta
dude
afford
signed
the
them.
signature again.
But he's breathed on them, so that's just as good. Whatever. All right, so didn't get anything. Would you get T2RX6?
Let's see. I got some GoBots. That's always fun. Yeah. You know what? We'll list them. So I got a scooter, which I've had a scooter, but whatever.
Nice.
I think mine broke. Mine's in a box somewhere, but I think mine broke, so I bought one that was not broken. I realized that I've been transforming it somewhat wrong my entire life, but it's the fault of the animation. I just realized that.
GoBots?
Yeah, it's not a big change, but like the legs fold down a certain way. Like I'm looking at it, I'm like, oh, there's like a little mold line where the legs are supposed to go down. And if you look at Scooter in the cartoon, he's just not like that. And so I know as a little kid, I never folded the legs down. But anyway. I got that. I got the Blaster GoBot. It looks nothing like Blaster, the Transformer. The Blockhead, which is the cement mixer. Flytrap, the trash truck. And Pathfinder, who surprisingly I never had, so she's pretty cool. And then other than that, I got the Master Builder, Master somebody or other archenemy, the Nemesis Prime or Scourge, whichever one you want to call it. And he is badass, so... I am glad I picked that one up.
Yeah, he sold out. I can't find him anywhere. I'm trying to order him.
I'm still flabbergasted that the smartest guy I know needed instructions to transform a GoBot.
Oh, no. I didn't need instructions. I just looked at it and saw I'd been doing it wrong. So.
Robert, quit trying to prove somebody wrong. Shut up. Anyway, well, cool. That's cool. Did you buy a lot or something, or
just from a friend of mine who was selling them? I'm like, oh, I'll buy them. So.
Okay, that's cool. It's always good to get new stuff. Skullface, what'd you get to check out this week?
I got to check out Robert D's
Echo and
Iron Factory 6-shot, and I got to check out Pinkerton's Bruce Lee, SH Figuarts, the yellow jumpsuit Bruce Lee.
Oh.
And I got Mayfex Wonder Woman for better or for worse.
She looks like marshmallows.
She's a fucking train wreck.
I think ROC was actually talking about that this week or Monday or something.
So you paid for that one?
Oh yeah.
Well, he had to. He's a DC fan.
Yeah, I mean, I had the Superman and the Batman. It's just like, it would have been like it would have felt incomplete.
That's what we call trifecta.
Yeah, really.
Which one did you get first?
I think the regular suit Batman, and then the Superman, and then the armored Batman, and then Wonder Woman.
Have they gone downhill, or is it just?
Oh, they've all been. They've all been bad, but they have also gone downhill.
Oh.
So take that as you please. I just don't think Mayfex. I just don't think Mayfex is a good company. I have their Vader. He's kind of the lesser of three evils. I have their Stormtrooper. He's a piece of shit. I have the Batman. He's kind of okay. I have the Superman. I actually think he's kind of okay. The metal Batman, like the fucking shoes and the cape are so dumb. And then I had the Catwoman. She's actually okay. And then I have the Wonder Woman. She sucks. It's just like I don't have one good or great Mayfex figure. I have a bunch of okays and and they cost just as much as fucking Figuarts, so I'm done. I have to say,
stop buying them.
Yeah, I'm done.
Wow.
Yep.
Breaking news: Mayfex stock crashes after Bobby B trounces them.
No.
Sorry, Mayfex, if you're listening. Sorry, Bobby B does not like you.
They've been around way before me. They'll be around long after I'm gone, I'm sure.
No, they won't.
That's true. Well, cool.
As in they've been around longer than you've been on the earth, or as long as you've been reviewing? Because
actually, I do think their company has been around for a long time, though. Like the company that owns them, like the Bondi of them, if you will.
Bondi.
But I don't know too much about it. Nor do I care at this point. I think that they're overpriced. I think that they're trying to be something they're not, and I'm DONE done.
Mayfex is dead to Bobby.
Yeah.
In the rear view mirror. Hey, Gregors, what'd you get?
Hey. I got Arch Enemy, and
Nice.
I like him. I got for Valentine's Day. I got the NECA quarter scale Deadpool, and it's pretty fucking awesome.
Nice.
It's beautiful. It's really like everyone like at work, even Kit, like comes in and just stares at it for minutes. It's it's a good figure. I mean, it's it's good. It comes with a lot of shit too. It comes with just as much, if not more, shit than like a Figuarts, and it's not that much more expensive, and it's also 18 inches tall.
I've been contemplating getting that Harley, man.
Yeah, I've been contemplating getting that Figuarts Harley.
Yeah.
But
Everybody likes her, I think, so far.
Yeah, she's good.
Yeah, I got that, and other end of the spectrum, I got the Disney Store Elite K2SO today, and that's gonna be my last one of those.
I'll tell you, I am I'm sorry to hear about your Disney Elite experience, but I must say it warms my heart to know that you're kind of like you're becoming like a becoming like to have a focused collection of K2SO. Like it makes me happy. I don't know why, but it fucking does.
Warms my heart.
It does.
All right. That all you got?
Yeah, that's all I got. I'm not rich with the T.
You ain't wits with that? Well, you know.
Ritz.
I
Got that hood
also
rat
got
money.
I did a trade with Mickey Brave, and I got the new
Oh, really?
Avengers Omnibus.
Make a brave.
That was a pretty good deal.
What'd you trade?
Yeah.
I traded the Fans Project Velociraptor or Pachycephalosaurus.
Somebody got the wrong of that one.
Yeah, well, I almost
Feel
felt
bad?
I almost did because like he likes female figures. He wants to collect like all these female figures.
I bet he
I get
does.
it, but like. I just happened to go on today because like I was like, "What do you have?" And he's like, "I got tons of Marvel Legends." I was like, "Let me look." He sold the fucking Marvel Legends that I wanted, so that's cool. But I'm like looking through the Marvel Legends he has. I either have them or I'm not interested in them, and I was like, it doesn't really work for me. And I'm asking him like, "Do you have the Figma Leonidas by chance? Do you have the Figuarts Bruce Lee by chance? Like just just random figures that I've wanted but haven't picked up." And he's like, "No." And he's like, "I do have this." And it was like the new Avengers Omnibus, which I think is when like the Avengers team becomes like Sentry and Spider-Man and Wolverine and that lot. And I was like, no, it's a good book. So I like kind of put it in my mind. I was like, you know what, I'll take that. I like the Omnibus books. And then like I got it today, and I was like, when I got it out, I was like, this fucking thing feels big even for an omnibus, so to speak. And like I looked it up on Amazon, and like the price value of that bitch. He could have bought himself a couple of Velociraptors.
Oh, damn.
Yeah,
Sell that. Time to resell.
I kind of feel bad. No. It has sentimental value to me. So.
Any of those pages stuck together? No.
Well, I haven't read it yet, so I'm gonna read it again.
Snap.
What did you get, Matt?
I did not get anything at all. Absolutely nothing. So, yeah.
What a week.
Yeah. I'm waiting for fucking Coulter, whatever his name is, the purple guy.
Coulter, purple guy.
Whatever his name is. Waiting for him to ship from China, but I got an email from him saying that he wouldn't get them until the end of the month, so waiting on that guy. Anyways, so yeah, cool. I'm glad everybody got something, except for Robert D. So we'll move on to movie and show notes. Possible name for the creator revealed.
I did get a replacement refrigerator crisper.
That's good.
For my vegetable bin.
That's awesome. You gotta have them vegetables be crispy.
Crispy.
So this woman, she's in also a show called Humans. She's pretty hot. She's gonna be the voice of Quintessa. Spoilers. Anybody don't want to hear that?
Oh God.
So it's the planet.
It's the planet.
Nice. Nice.
Or just a person, and that's her fucking name. I'm Quintessa.
I'm hoping that big thing is not Quintessa. I really hope that's not the planet Quintessa.
Adam actually called that shit on Nerd Rage last week. He said, I bet you it's a female voice. Or I bet you that female voice is the Quintesson or whatever it was in the trailer.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah, her name is Gemma Chan. Gemma Chan. Yeah, like I said, she's in another show called Humans on AMC. It's pretty good. She's pretty hot too. Yeah, your world is this. Let's see. She's the one that said your world is dying. Optimus Prime, do you seek redemption? I guess in the last trailer or whatever. So that's her.
What did he say? He was like, what did he say?
Suck it.
You're hot.
Yes. She is hot though. So yeah, that's. God damn it, man! I want to give this. I'm so excited for this, but maybe I should just stop reading the freaking spoilers. Whatever. Anybody?
Alrighty.
Nothing. Alrighty, good. Now we're going on to Transformer news. Where do you see Hasbro in 5 years? Or cutting corners? Who reaps the rewards? All right. What is this?
Basically, it's a chart showing that Matty Collector has kind of Mattel has tanked, and Hasbro's profits have gone up, which then also leads to say, like, why have the prices of all the Hasbro stuff like really drastically gone up and the quality gone really down? So, I mean, that's the short of it, right?
Oh, that's probably why they're doing so well.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
That's true. Gotta save that penny.
What really bothers me is if collectors across the board just stopped buying the product, they would never go back and give more quality and lower the price. They would just drop the line.
Yeah, they'd be like, oh, they don't really want it.
Yeah,
that's true.
I just read this thing where it said that the number one earner for the last Christmas was Hasbro related Star Wars merchandise.
Well, yeah, with the new movie coming out, yeah.
And that was it. Wasn't even like a big movie for them. Do you know what I mean? Like, so I'm sure that Star Wars is definitely helping them to propel them forward.
You know what I would buy if they made Anakin marshmallows to toast?
Well, like that is awesome. But the thing with, like, you know, when Transformers has a movie year, they do better. You know, and
Right.
Star Wars is having a fucking movie year for like the next 4 years. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, well, so will Transformers. Like I said, the
Sure.
Bumblebee movie is going production for next year or 2018.
sure.
I'm not comparing to.
No. I'm
not
just saying, like,
comparing
that shit started last year, so it's last year,
Right.
this year, 2 years ago, last year, this year, next year, the following year, you know what I mean? Like, it's.
Right.
I'm sure they're just gonna fucking rake it in hand over fist.
Yeah. And that does suck. If you know, just because sales ain't, you know, doing well, they're going to drop a line, but they're not really seeing why the sales are dropping. It's because, you know, your quality and the price of them now are, you know, deluxes are almost been $20 at fucking Toys R Us now. You know, deluxes were, I loved when they were $10 at Walmart's. You know, $8, $9, you know, $10.
Yeah.
Well,
and
shit, they were $9 not that long ago. They dropped the price on them when they weren't selling. Now
Yeah,
they're
around
back.
Christmas time. Yeah.
And I'm you know, like, I'm in on all that shit. I'm in on all the fucking every original or every new character release 3 3/4 and pretty much every Black Series release. I'm in on. You know.
Yeah. I'm not. I still walk by them and I'm like.
And then the Marvel Legends shit, I'm like 75% in on all that shit. So.
Such a slut.
Yeah.
I haven't seen any new shit, and like I said, I texted you the other day in the chat. I've been going to Walmart and Target at least 3 times a week for the last 2 months. Absolutely no shit, nothing there.
Well, this is always that lull, though. That shit doesn't pick up again until March.
It just sucks.
I haven't seen anything in any of my local stores since Titan Returns has come out, really. Like, I see the first wave of deluxes, and that's it. So,
I was just in Target.
We don't have that. We don't have the wave 1.
I was just in Target 2 days ago, and the fucking Transformers section looked like Beirut.
Yep, exactly.
The Target by my house, no Transformers section. Absolutely no
really?
Transformers.
RID
Not even a spot for it. No.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yes.
My Meyer just reset, but the only thing really new they have is Voltron. And even then, they only had the one line.
Got a bunch of Power Rangers shit now.
My section
Oh, they
is
have that too.
more peg now than toy.
Dude, those Power Rangers movie toys. Because Toys R Us has the box set
Yeah.
for the Megazord, but you can get the individual ones, like, and they're on open, like, they're packed like Stomp and Shop Grimlock, like, you can touch them. And I've had that fucking red Megazord or whatever, and that thing fucking feels like shit.
I picked up one last night that had the little, you know, 5 of them, and then a big, I don't know, big guy. He's like $60, and then, you know, he has light up fixture and everything. I'm just like, now I'm not gonna lie. I saw the second trailer. I'm probably gonna go watch the movie. I never was a big Power Ranger fan. I was a little late to the party on that shit, and I always just thought they were cheap Transformer knockoffs. But the movie does not look that bad. I mean, from the trailers. So I'm gonna go check it out. It looks all right.
I heard somebody say it looked
You're
like a
gonna see that anyway.
I heard somebody say it looked like a 50-50 split of Breakfast Club and Chronicle. That shit was spot on.
Oh, if somebody raised their fist like that while they're walking on the field, I'm gonna just crack up. But yeah, it looks pretty decent. I mean, I'm not gonna say, you know, but I'm gonna probably try it out. So.
I'm actually more surprised looking at this chart that they had that growth spurt from 2016 to 2017. Mattel did.
Oh yeah, they did. Yeah,
I'm guessing that's the DC properties, like with all the movie hype of 2 movies in 1 year.
Who came? Well, what was it? Superman versus Batman stuff and
Suicide Squad. I mean, Suicide Squad sold a lot of product. I don't know how much of it was Mattel oriented, but like that.
They sell a lot of toys.
It moved a lot of merchandise. I don't know how much toys. Like it moved a lot of like T-shirts and posters, and so I would guess it's kind of equally congruent in some way, shape, or form. But I don't know.
We still got Suicide toys over here. I mean, Suicide Squad toys in the stores. So I don't know. Whatever.
I just can't think of any other reason would have given it that bump. I don't know why they don't. I mean, I guess it's failed in the past, but like if they had put that Thundercat shit out and that He-Man shit out on pegs, that shit would have sold.
Oh yeah, I would have bought the He-Man.
Yeah,
stuff.
I would have bought the He-Man stuff too.
Why did I mean, I'm not gonna ask. Nobody knows why. They just that sucks. Yeah, I would love to see new He-Man stuff on the tag. I never was a Thundercat fan, but I probably might buy some of the main characters.
Yeah, I would get the main characters and be done.
Yeah. But I mean, I would love to see that. He-Man, Mask. I wish I would redo Mask.
That's not a Mattel property. What properties has Mattel had? Let me look at that.
Who was Mask?
Ghostbusters, He-Man.
They had Ghostbusters back?
Not back in the day. That was I don't know. Was it Playmates? I think it might have been Playmates. I'm not sure. I don't know who did it, but was that great?
They did a fucking He-Man shit, man.
Oh, the wrestling shit is theirs.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
that's why. Yeah, that's always.
It was Kenner.
That makes sense.
Kenner is the one who had Ghostbusters back in the day.
Kenner.
But Maddie,
Mattel
has them now, so
Yeah, they should put that shit out.
But they did the new movie stuff, and nobody wanted that shit.
Well, there's probably a reason why. There's probably a reason why.
Barbie is Barbie Monster High. So that's
those are sellers, man.
Yeah.
Hot
what about
Wheels.
the Hatchimals? What about the Hatchimals?
It doesn't mention. It says Master of the Universe, Sprout, Barbie, Monster High, American Girl, Hot Wheels, Max Steel, Little People, Polly Pocket, Angelina Ballerina.
Oh, okay, I remember that.
Barney and Friends.
Of course. Dude, I would shit a brick if I walked through in Target and I saw He-Man shit. I wouldn't fucking
I would buy all that shit.
Well, that's actually not Mattel anymore.
Right, but they still own it, though, right?
Like
go ahead.
I was going to say, because Justin was talking about Matty Collector. Matty Collector actually shut down this year.
Right.
When I say Mattel, I usually say Matty Collector. I don't mean it.
So who owns He-Man now then?
Well, I think they still own the IP of He-Man.
So they're not going to do anything with it. They're just going to sit on the IP?
No, Super 7 is handling the toy line.
Oh, okay.
Which I don't know too much about Super 7. Do you know anything about them other than that they're handling it? They're affiliated with Four Horsemen somehow, I've heard.
Will that be in stores?
Hold up.
Okay.
Do you know anything about it?
Yeah, they're a company started in California by skateboarders, and they do everything from action figures to novelties to they release records, like vinyl records. Like they put up music.
They're like Hastings.
They do art. They do all sorts of shit.
Oh, they do those. They do those fucking the retro figures. It looks like.
They do those now too. Yeah, the reaction figures. Yeah, they have that as well. That's correct.
That's neat. I wish they would put them in the stores. He-Man stuff. Anyways, well, good on you, Hasbro. Good job for making that money.
You know what Mattel is? You know what Mattel's known for? In their early days.
What's that?
They passed on Star Wars figures because they didn't want to put money up front to produce them.
Man.
They're like, fuck.
Oh.
They didn't want to spend the $750,000 up front for the license.
Oh, sucks on them, man. God damn.
That might have been a tactical error.
Well, in fairness, though, it's probably for the better seeing the way they articulate all their figures. Like, oh man, it's like they never looked at a modern figure. They're just like,
It
yeah,
might have been
whatever.
a sign from the heavens that
Yep.
you really didn't need that.
Well, they definitely I've been looking at those. Like Brink sent me a lot of those Thundercats figures that were like some of their last figures they made from the Matty collector, and they definitely have like a sculpt over articulation mindset with those figures. And
Yeah.
I'm guessing that reigns true with their He-Man stuff too, because it seems that way anyway. And like I don't think it's necessarily a terrible approach, because Hasbro definitely goes for articulation over sculpt sometimes, like with like some of the fucking awkward ass ab crunches they have in Marvel Legends and awkward waist swivels that they have in Marvel Legends sometimes, where like you turn Spider-Man's waist and now he looks like some sort of mutated monster.
But he is a monster.
But like I don't hate it. Like they go with single jointed elbows, single jointed knees, and stuff like that. And like I don't know, I don't hate it, but I wish they would. I wish they would get on their fucking. I wish they would have got on their shit and just put them out to. I'm guessing that they have enough research, but then again, I mean, they passed up Star Wars. Maybe they're just a bunch of fucking idiots. But I would guess that they had enough research showing that it wouldn't have been lucrative. I don't know.
Well, now
No,
we're
jackasses.
stuck with just a Monkey Man.
Monkey Man.
Man, that was a shitty fucking first wave to go out on.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Well, moving on to third-party news. And I'm gonna echo the whole time.
I did want to add, speaking of Super 7 and echoing and whatnot, I don't think
Robert, get away from the fucking mic.
I don't think the He-Man stuff that they're doing is doing well.
Oh,
'Cause
really?
They're just reissuing figures with all the different possible accessories. And it was a pre-order; they were made to order, and I don't think the numbers were. I mean, they're not out anything; like they're only making what they sold. But I don't think the numbers were where they wanted to be. But they're just re-releasing figures that people already paid a shit ton of money for, like He-Man and Skeletor.
What were the price points on this?
25 to 35.
Yeah, for Super 7, I think it was 125 for 5 figures.
Hold on, hey Robert. Every time you speak, it adds an echo to everyone for like 5 seconds. So try to make your responses genuine until you figure out your fucking
His
microphone.
responses are not genuine, ever. No. Oh, he's vaping. Now he's mad.
No, he's not mad.
He's mad, Bobby.
I'm dead.
He's dead inside. Anyway, hey, let's talk about third-party news. Fans, I know. What? Fans Hobby updated FeiLong images. It's going to be a short third-party week, or third-party news this week. We got a lot of questions, so. There it is. Yeah, there's Voltron.
FeiLong. I think that means flying dragon. Yay.
So this is the second test shot evaluation. Look at
It's
them arms and hands.
It's just a test shot with a couple extra pieces. The orange pieces or the yellow pieces are the 3D printed editions. So it looks like something to cover a seam and then 2 covers to cover the legs and all, which I think looks better.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a good improvement.
Yeah, it's good company so far.
Yeah, I agree. They shared my video recently.
They did. I saw it.
Name drop.
Yeah, no big deal.
Well, they also shared everybody else's video, but
Well, at least I
didn't
wasn't
like-
left out like usual.
And there goes Greg right in with the fuck you, Bobby.
Yeah.
They
Well,
shared
usually I'm
their
left out. Usually I
practice.
look at like other reviews. I'm like, damn, man, fucking. I guess PI and Evangelist only ones that made videos out of this shit.
Oh, Greg just in there like, fuck you. They shared everybody else's, bitch. Anyways, but yeah, it looks good. I'm on the fence. I'm probably gonna order Repugnus because Bobby B likes them and Greg likes them, so I'll probably like them too. And that face is just so lovable. This looks good. I've always wanted Monster Bots. I mean, it's that's cool.
These, I think these are like, if they're out and I see them at the convention, can get them a good price. Like, I might be in, but I'm not going out of my way to get them. But for what they are, they look okay, I guess. So.
Yeah, not bad for 115. I think that's what Repugnance was. I don't know how much Double Cross will be, but I'm sure probably the same.
Yeah.
Anybody else? I know Bobby's going to probably go. Are you?
No,
did you?
man, I can't make my mind up.
Yeah. Remember?
I think I'm gonna keep my eyes open in the groups to see if I can't snag one with somebody who's down on their luck. But,
Oh my god!
Well, you said that you were like holding out to maybe somebody else is going to make them.
Well, it's not that I see that. No, that's my fear is that no one else will make them.
Right.
You know,
Okay. Yeah, I said that wrong. I'm sorry.
They're extremely well made. They just don't necessarily look. It's like the opposite of X-Trans bots.
Yeah, but they're monster bots, Bobby. They're supposed to look like that.
Well, no.
What's that, T-Pain?
No? Oh, they're not? I'm wrong? What?
Yeah, no, they're not supposed to look like that, but they're
Explain.
like that's not the way they look.
I would really like to see someone come up with some pieces for Repugnus to go around his waist in robot mode. So he had like a, he didn't have that little tiny waist, and yeah, I mean, I think he'd look pretty good. Just find some way to kind of incorporate him, or at least just peg him somewhere in monster mode if that's where I was going to display him.
Yeah, that's
give
certainly
me the option to fill that in.
You're waist shaming. That's what you're doing.
I think someone should give him a flamethrower. So spit fire.
Butane and matches. Mm-hmm.
So, I'd be more excited if they were Legends class. I don't know, that sounds weird, but it just...
No, not from you. No.
They're just so big. I just don't have the space. That's my issue. I don't have the space for them.
If you got rid of some of your legends, you might have space for them.
No.
Just bag up another box of Gundams.
I know, yeah. Just get rid of some of them Gundams. You'll be all right.
Yeah,
I only have a Gundam left.
I will say that like Arch Enemy was kind of made that point to me. Like for some reason, like I knew he was masterpiece size, but then like when I got it in hand, I'm like, whoa, this is bigger than I was expecting, And then I'm like, but he is masterpiece. I don't really know what I was expecting, but I think it's because like you see those characters, like the alt mode, the monster mode, and the truck mode, like, and especially for Arch Enemy, like the bot mode looks so much like the original toy that like, that was the size that was stuck in my head, and then you get it in hand, you're like, whoa, it's not at all what I thought it was going to be.
Hey, Justin.
Yeah.
Only Takara and Hasbro can call them masterpieces.
Whatever.
Shh.
I said it was masterpiece size, didn't I?
Shh. No, you said they were masterpieces.
What if they did a review of Transformers Headmasters on Masterpiece Theater?
Wait, my head just exploded. Hold on.
Yeah, I like what you call it. I mean, I think they're great. I would never knock anyone for getting them. I think that they're solid as fuck. I can't decide if they're too outside. And it's not that I'm like, ew, when I look at them, I can't decide if they're too far outside the box for me yet. And when they came out, the Repugnance came out with that whole onslaught of, pre CNY, toys where it was like every nickel counted at the time. Like if Repugnance dropped now, I'd probably get him. You know what I mean? But like,
yeah.
Just at the time he came out, like I was getting all that other shit, and it was like I was hurting. And
who do you want to see do the monster bots then?
Fans Toys.
Oh yeah, well I'm never against Fans Toys or Takara. Those are my top two. And I was talking to Justin about this earlier, man. We might want to bring this up later if we have the time. But like, I'll tell you what, that Pinkerton approach is starting to haunt me.
Oh, the Fans Toys Takara?
Yep.
Yeah. He did a thing what Decepticon did.
It's starting to, I was talking to Justin about it, and then I was like, man, but like I already would have to break the rule with like the Toy World Combiners because I'm in on those.
Oh yeah.
And then like if TFC, like my guess would be that the next TFC combiner we're gonna see after Road Caesar is Raiden.
Oh.
So like I'd definitely be in on that. I don't know. So it's like I can't. It's like the logic in me is saying draw a line.
It's enticing.
It's like you just want to basically giving up on Bad Cube, make toys. You're just giving up on some of these third-party companies.
Yeah. Like, well, especially like this conversation kind of stemmed from the Bad Cube Trailbreaker talk. Like, Justin and I were talking about Trevor. He's really happy with his Ocular Max, and I'm happy for him. But the Ocular Max is not good enough for me. But I also know, having the speed bump, that while I think speed bump is fine as well, it's not good enough for me either, ultimately. So, like, you know, and then I was like, is there any bad cube toy that I wouldn't replace? And the answer is no. You know, is there any...
Replace Braun?
I would replace Braun. I would keep Braun because Braun was a gift. So I would keep Braun for the sentimental value of it.
What about Warpath?
I would replace him in a heartbeat.
What about your Tetragens?
Shut the fuck up.
Would you? Dumbass.
No, I wouldn't replace him with Tetragens.
I knew it.
I wouldn't.
Oh, speaking of Pinkerton, I get to spend some time with him tomorrow night. Yeah.
Actually, I'm spending some time with Pinkerton here soon myself.
Oh, yeah, he's coming up to NJCC.
Yeah, he's coming to NJCC, and he's gonna have dinner at my house on like the Thursday prior to.
Aww.
And then he was, I forget how the conversation went, but I was like, yeah, my wife was looking forward to it, and he was like, mine is too, and I was like, we'll have dinner and drinks, and I was like, and then full swap, same room.
That's awesome.
When is NJCC?
March 13th. Like that. Whatever Sunday that is around there.
Yeah, he's in Little Rock tomorrow. He's in Memphis right now, and he'll be in Little Rock tomorrow. And I think I might be going down. They have a thing down in Alabama, a show down there before he goes to NJCC. I think I may be driving down there to spend time with him down there and everything.
Now, is he driving or is he walking in Memphis?
Walking in Memphis, exactly. Yes. Bob Seger? No, it's not Bob Seger. Who sings that?
Elvis.
Who sings it, Craig?
Backdraft.
I don't think that's not Bob Seger. Who sings that?
No, hold on a second.
I forgot who sings
I know,
it.
but I can't remember.
As far as MMC's Ocular Max, like
Mark Cohen.
There you go.
Oh, okay.
I wouldn't. I don't see myself replacing Sphinx, but like, I don't really have any other shit except for Ravage, and like I said, man, I don't know. I don't know if there's that many third-party companies that are making things that I, on a masterpiece scale, that I wouldn't replace with a Fans Toys or a Takara.
Well, I mean, look, the Rekgar, really, is he replaceable? Because he's damn near perfect.
That's a good point. Like, I'm not saying that it's not possible, but if Fans Toys or Takara did a Rekgar, I'd be very tempted.
Let me ask you this:
at least a look at it.
On the flip side, do you intend to replace your MP hot rod with the Fans Toys hot rod?
100%.
Yeah, me too.
But still,
I'm not replacing. I'm just getting them. I'm not going to replace them.
That still falls into my bracket, though. Like it's like I can't see myself replacing the Takara hot rod with another company's hot rod. Outside of Fans Toys, like
Kikity.
right. So like it has like that statement that he uttered has haunted me. That's not the only thing he's spoken to me recently that has haunted me, but.
Oh, his dick size?
I mean, even if it's just proportionate, it has to be.
I come up to his belly button.
Significant.
You came on as what?
I come up to his belly
That's
button.
what I heard.
I come up to his belly button.
No,
I probably could fit in his belly button too. Yeah.
We had a conversation recently about hot toys that's kind of been fucking with me.
Stay away, man. You already told yourself you wasn't gonna get that shit, man.
Stay away.
Oh, but I'm so weak, Matt. I'm weak. Oh, hey, Greg, why don't you say that more?
You gonna brush the hair?
I'm weak. I'm so weak.
When you start getting those accessories with the brushes and different kind of brushes and what color and different kinds of strands.
Yeah, no, I hear you.
Anyway,
He's gonna kill me, Anakin.
I want an Anakin sandbox. That's what I want.
What?
Nothing. He doesn't like sand. And okay,
That's true. That's
cool.
true. It gets everywhere.
Fucking gets everywhere. It does get everywhere though.
It does. It's fact.
Am I right? Am I right? All right.
That guy knows what I'm talking about. I do like that. Even to this day, I like that. I killed them, and not just the men, but the women and the children too. Slaughtered them like animals. I still like that line.
Fucking Star Wars, man. All right. Thinking of good, talking about good stuff. Hasbro news, and hey, I know nobody saw this on Facebook at all, at all.
Oh my God!
I know.
Is that a
I'm
Titan
surprised.
class Trypticon?
Yeah, I think it is.
That's the
And
first time I've seen it.
We got pics too.
I didn't even know that a Titan class Trypticon was coming. It's not like
Wow!
Nobody.
we've seen legs or anything.
What?
Breaking news.
Somebody should
Breaking
share
news.
this on a social media platform so the rest of
I'm
us
on
can be
it.
aware.
That was
now,
what
Bob.
the leg was for?
Yes.
And here I thought we
I'm
were
on
getting
it.
Omega Supreme from him
I
not
know.
winning the vote.
Do you think
Well,
it
they did
shoots out
show.
shampoo?
They did show Omega. They did show Omega like a retool of Omega. Somebody did a little bash or whatever, DG bash or something, whatever, and showed what Omega would look out of this guy. So
Out of this guy?
they showed it. I'll have to.
It
I'll
looks
get the
stupid.
picture.
Is he like
Yeah,
a
the-
dinosaur Omega?
No,
They just
they're
added-
his head and the arms and the legs are kind of, and they took off the tail. I don't know. It's just weird. I was like, no.
You know what? I can see him doing it.
I would see them doing Scorponok before I think out of this one before they would do Omega.
I can see.
All
I
you had-
read somewhere that Scorponok is next.
It is.
Yeah. I could see them taking the legs off. The tail would they would extend the tail to maybe a tail, and you could just add on the legs and stuff.
So what do we think about this?
I love it.
I think it looks good.
Looks
I think it
G1.
I think it looks good, and I think it's at the same time I think it's a little too G1 toy.
Yeah.
You know,
I do wish that they didn't have the walking thing going on. Like
Yeah, I
I think
don't
that's a
want that
waste
either.
of time.
does it do that?
I think so.
Stupid.
Yeah. Well, it had electronics in that leg when we first saw it. It looks like it's going to have electronics. So I really hope they don't, because I think that's going to take away the posability and the for it. I think. I don't know. The legs. I don't care back in the 80s, that was fun. You're a little kid, it was fun. But now I could care less if it has, motors in it or something.
Yeah, I don't think this looks bad at all. But at the same time, it doesn't look. I don't know. I don't know what I want from it because
It's got a lot of detail in it.
It looks
does.
a little like tired, It's just like
he's had a long walk.
You never
there's
know if
nothing
he
really
if he walks, he might have had a long walk.
Yeah.
Batteries are dead.
You think he'll bring?
little steps he takes?
It looks like he's pigeon-toed with those things.
You think he's going to breathe fire?
I thought I saw a picture of the base mode somewhere. Is that out?
I don't think so.
No, I think we'll probably see it this week for Toy Fair. It's this weekend.
Yeah, and that surprises me that this got out before Toy Fair. Usually they're so secretive,
Yeah.
We had to look at some bald guy standing in the way of it first for like a couple days.
Security.
Um,
But I like the.
Well,
Sorry.
this was released on their Instagram, I think, and then it was immediately deleted.
oh, really?
Oh, that shit was
Yeah.
leaked. He got fired. Somebody got fired.
It's an odd thing that they put on their Instagram. 2017 is going to be a big year if you have the patience. What does that mean?
Means that that's probably going to be at the very end of the year, November.
Or maybe if it means that he walks really slow.
We'll get to it. We got some breaking news on some rumors.
But is
But
that
I'm-
it? Does anybody have anything else to say about this thing though? Like this
I'm
is a
in
big
on
deal, right? This is a noteworthy thing.
Mm-hmm.
And,
Yeah.
well, for me, it would be before Metroplex and Fort Max. But at this point, it's like,
He's,
all right.
I think he's 19 inches tall. What they said.
that's
half a
according
millimeter.
to that's according to a T-Formers picture.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
we don't actually.
Okay, so that's not that may not be true. I'm sorry.
Shouldn't he be as big as Generations Metroplex?
You would think so.
You would think he should come up to the head.
Yeah, at least. I think
There's, like,
Fort
shampoo
Max was
cartridges in him.
24 inches. I think was Fort Max. I think.
Yeah,
That's what I
almost.
saw. So, I mean, if he's around, shut up, bro. If he was, I swear to God, we will get a used microwave for you.
I didn't say anything.
If he was around 22, that would be good. I think
I
that would be
think
pretty
that
cool.
this is like I don't know. I feel like when I look at this and I imagine it being like $120, is that what they, or 120, 150, or somewhere around there?
Yeah, somewhere in there, 150 probably.
Like in my head, like those thighs better be able to come out and not just go forward and back at the hips, so to speak. You know, like I just feel like this thing should have a lot of articulation, and looking at it, I don't necessarily see that.
Yeah.
Can I tell you a secret, Bobby?
Sure.
Oh yes, secret time.
I hate Fort Max.
The toy or the character, or yes?
The toy.
Oh.
I
got it. I haven't even put Repro-Labels on it. I bought Repro-Labels and haven't even been bothered to put them on. I haven't even connected the head since I transformed it to a robot. I haven't even put it back on. It's just standing.
I hate the Metroplex. I have the Metroplex is standing next to my bathroom. He's like the guardian of the shithole.
Oh,
and,
does he wash your hands and stuff and give you a mint?
And like his gun is like constantly falling out of his hand, but I can't be bothered to put the gun back in his hand because every time I fucking touch him or breathe on him, the fucking leg flaps fall apart.
Yeah, basically.
Does he give you a mint?
No, he gives me a fucking hard time. Is what he gives me. Right? Am I right? Am I right?
At a strip club, he would. Yes. Okay. Well, let me ask this. Okay, so I've heard good things and I've heard bad things about this. Everybody's going to shit on it and everybody's going to like it.
Sure.
What would going around y'all? What would you want from a Trypticon? What would you want them to do?
Well, I think that this could theoretically be it. Like if you can get full range of motion out of those arms and legs, I will say I think they did a good job. Whether or not it's for me is a separate kind of thing.
Right.
But I will say that they did a good job. But if it just has like very simple articulation and you can't really like if you could put this fucking thing in a Jurassic Park T-Rex stance, legs spread so to speak,
face down, ass up.
Face down, ass up. I will say that they did a good job.
I think that's where the electronics are going to hinder it from, because I
think you're absolutely right, Matt.
From the the legs the legs, I just don't see them how you want them to spread out a little bit.
It looks like it has an ankle rocker.
I think they do. It does because of transformation, probably. But I mean that's whatever. I mean that's fine.
They showed the articulation in the leg in that video.
Oh, they did. Yeah, they did. Yeah.
Did they show the articulation where the hip connects?
It was just a leg. I can't remember.
They showed it open up in base mode also and everything. So, but yeah, that's why everybody's. I've heard the electronics is going to hinder the articulation, and it will.
But see, I don't know if there are electronics because the
I don't know either.
The rationale for that is the fact that he's got those two little pegs on the inside of the legs, and people are like, "Oh, so he can stand up when he walks, like the G1." But that could just be there because it's considered the design element.
Yeah. Wait a minute. If he has ankle rockers, he can have ankle rockers with those things. Can he? He can.
I was just thinking about that. I would imagine that he can.
Yeah,
because
he can.
Those two pieces have to flip open, right? So I would imagine that he can.
Of course, no. If his legs out and his ankles is tilted, they would still be flush on the floor.
So then you think, well, if he does have ankle rockers, then they would have to kind of open up higher up on by his hips.
Yeah, well,
do you understand what I'm saying? Like a butterfly joint or something like that would.
Well, what I'm saying is that he may have an ankle rocker just because of the design of the transformation, but you may not be able to actually use the ankle rocker to pose him because the legs might not be able to move out from the hips.
Okay, yeah, that's what. Okay. That would suck. That would be cool if you could do that, especially if you're paying $150 for one.
Well, that's the thing. Like when I think about that Metroplex, I'm like, man, this is over $100 and it doesn't have a fucking ankle rocker. Like, how is that okay?
I guess they made it for base mode. I mean, that's all he was for. He was for base mode. But he just stands there. I mean, I have 3 of them. They take up a lot of room, and I need to put them by my bathroom too so they can hand me mints. But yeah, I still think that's funny. So fuck y'all.
I laughed at first though.
Thank you.
Yeah. You know how Matt goes. He just.
I gotta ram it in
until he gets the whole room.
Anyways, yeah, the others will laugh. Anyways, Lenny's laughing right now. But yeah, yeah. I mean, you expect to pay that much, you expect something better than what they're giving us.
But I think this looks good. I think it's true to the spirit. I think I think it looks good. I don't think it looks menacing though. And you could make the argument that he didn't look menacing in G1, and I would say you're right. But I would say also in a modern time, maybe it would be more beneficial to make him look like an intimidating.
Yeah. Maybe they should have colored the teeth, silver, maybe a little bit, make them a little bit.
Swage was saying he had hillbilly teeth.
He does. He bites into an apple, you just see, gaps and gaps.
Yeah.
But the Takara one probably going to be I don't know. I don't know what Takara one would be.
I'm gonna give him props that they looks like they have full tilt on his chest.
Yeah.
Looks like he's actually got another
I don't think he's going to be a
robot.
headmaster either.
I'm okay with that. Doesn't need to be.
He's going to be. I think he's transitioning to Optimus, whatever the
Last of the Primes or whatever it is.
Yeah. Let's hope that Beast Wars wins. Shout out to Stasis Lock. Anyways, so yeah, that's enough about Trippy. We got next. We got Takara Legends Leo Convoy.
So why do they have the Starscream cape from MP Starscream in that second picture? Like it's just like I don't even know if it's just sitting in the background or if it's photoshopped in there. But like, there's no way that thing's gonna work with that toy. Come on.
They probably had it laying around. Holy shit! Fucking MP Prime was riding him. That's awesome.
Excuse me.
You all right? You okay?
Yeah, just swallowed wrong.
Okay. I like this. I think it looks good. I don't know if I want to pay $90, I think, for him. Or how much ever he's going to be. 60, something like that.
Yes. Hey, I was going to ask you guys a question. Is Cloud still a thing? Remember Transformers Cloud? They did like an exclusive or two.
Yeah, I have the Starscream one. I had a Starscream one.
That was only like a very small line. I don't think so.
Because they had like a couple years in a row though, right? And then it just seems like we didn't get one last year, maybe.
No, I don't think so. The Cloud thing was I think it was a limited line of a couple things. Are you thinking of the Million Publishing thing?
I don't know. Whichever one did the
Hot Rod and
they did Hot Rod from Springer one year.
Starscream from.
Oh no, that was all like one time. That was just like a little short run line of toys.
I think they only did 3. I think they only did. They did Starscream, Hot Rod. And was it Shockwave? They did one.
Yeah, Shockwave was from Whirl.
Mm-hmm.
Whirl. I think they only did 3. I don't think that was supposed to be a.
Okay, all right. I was just checking on that because listening back to that Hot Rod.
Man, that was a winning. Use of time.
Well,
Right
I mean,
there.
I don't know. I'm still a little confused about it all, but at least I can lay that chapter to rest.
Yeah. Anyways, well, I'm in for this. I don't know if anybody else is, but I'll tell you.
It was three Takara designers got drunk and came up with a repaint challenge.
Well, the Hot Rod one always looked good to me, but
The Hot Rod one's super expensive too. It's hard to get a hold of.
I like the Starscream one. It's not bad. But whatever. So we got everybody's favorite movie stuff. Premiere edition Grimlock and Slash.
I think this premiered last movie, didn't it? It's the same damn toy.
Exactly.
Yeah, but it's in movie accurate colors now.
Yeah, you're welcome, Justin.
Didn't they do a box set of that?
They did. I have it. It's a good box set.
Is it though?
Yeah, I'll bring it up to you on Skullfest. We'll see.
Or keep it at home and keep it safe. Yeah, whatever you want to do.
He said, just keep it home. It'll be all right there.
Keep it safe.
Keep it home where you'll be.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably. You know what? I'm canceling my trip to New York. Fuck you, Roby.
Oh,
Robert.
shocker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at that bumblebee.
They should have put this shit out in this color the first go.
Well, they knew that they were going to make another movie, and how could they repurpose these molds again if you don't do it this way?
That's true. That is true.
Colors.
Blue, green. Let's see. I think blue, green, and.
But isn't this that isn't this that best of the movies line?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
The 10th anniversary? No, I don't think so.
Oh, fuck this shit then.
Yeah, exactly. I'll probably get it, but whatever. So, that is, got hot off the presses, and I'm sure no one saw this on Facebook. Rumors. Some new information on. I know this is rumors. I'm not for sure. This is, this was all over the Facebook boards, whatever. They got new stuff coming out. Let's see, Prime Wars is the next gimmicks in the toy to life. You can download the app. Blah blah blah.
Oh my God, they're all gonna have slots for the Matrix, aren't they? Every single toy.
I hope so. Headmasters is going to be replaced with equally smaller guys. They won't be headmasters, but closer to like the Micromasters and become target masters, which I think I said they probably would do. That'd be a cool thing to do, is do the target masters since they did headmasters.
What I love is just like, it was only like 5 years ago that they're like, Hasbro's like, we would never do a toy that if you lost a piece of it, you couldn't make the complete toy. And then they're just like, let's go ahead and make headmasters out of everybody.
Well, that was right before he left to go do.
That's true.
Play with this too.
Yeah,
he's gone. Got the money printer.
Which ironically was a number of different parts to one toy.
God, the irony is just all over this. That's crazy.
So Legends will still be able to cart the Tiny Men around. Thank God. Prime Wars will be around mostly the 88, 89 crew. So like Turbomasters will show up from time to time. All 5 Dinobots will be made. Bob, you gotta get those already.
Why?
Because they're Dinobots. That's why.
But I don't get all the Dinobots.
That's why. All right, whatever.
All right.
Remaining 3 Insecticons will appear. So the deluxe Insecticons, Ransack, Barrage, and Venom will be on there. Buzzsaw, blah blah blah.
Isn't there 4 deluxe Insecticons? Don't everybody just leave out one of them all the time?
They leave out the one that can't be repainted.
Yeah.
Scorponok will be the next Titan after Trypticon. And
Chop Shop, by the way. Sorry.
Chop Shop.
No, Chop Shop is Shrapnel.
Yeah.
The one that was used for Shrapnel. It's the Venom.
Oh, the green one.
Yeah, the green and orange one. Venom.
That's Barrage. That's not Venom. That's Barrage. I'm sorry.
Barrage is the green and yellow one.
Okay. Yeah, Venom is the looks like a big mosquito, whatever.
It's like a fly or something.
Yeah.
I need a third party to make some deluxe Insecticons.
Me too.
Yeah.
Good call. Titan Return to RC is just going to be a repaint of Titan Return to Mouth. And there was some other stuff. He's a little headmaster, I think.
Oh, he's a headmaster.
I think.
A Titan's Returns headmaster? What?
Look.
Oh God, I love doing Hasbro news with you.
Which of these do you think we'll see this weekend? I'm gonna say the Dinobots, Trypticon.
Oh, definitely Trypticon. Dinobots.
I think
I don't know. Are they going to show? They may show the next stuff. Yeah, for the new lines, they may. You'll get little hints of stuff like that.
And I'm going to say the Insecticons. That's going to be my guess. Insecticons.
Buzzsaw.
Yeah, all the animals. I bet you they make it an animal thing, with the exception of the Scorponok.
They'll have one scorpion leg, like one little, like the skinny leg.
Insert. No, one little skinny leg.
Here's Scorponok. Are they going to be in the jungle? Hopefully they'll have a jungle background, and that'd be neato.
Oh, fucking Greg, I'm so happy you included some of these statues. Some of these statues look good as shit.
Yeah, and moving on to statues, we got
Wait. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to jump ahead. But who?
Oh.
Do we have any expectations, any of the rest of us, as to what we're going to see?
I have huge expectations, man.
What do you think we're going to see?
Lots of hollowness.
Lots of insides of legs.
Lots of stuff that Justin's making fun of, but he will buy when it's out in stores.
No, I don't think so.
No, you will.
You say that. I don't think so.
Justin, you bought a lot of this Titan Returns.
Not a lot of them. Only the headmasters. Only the proper headmasters.
They're all headmasters.
The proper headmasters, Robert.
Yes.
Listen to the words.
Guess who's moving to Delaware next year? This guy.
I am.
All right.
Anyways, so I don't know. I'm expecting, like you said, I can see I definitely showed Trypticon and probably in base mode. The Dinobots I can see, and all the Insecticons and everything. There's going to be some other cool stuff too. So, in my eyes.
I can't wait to see the big guy standing in front of Trypticon because you can't take a picture of it. That's what I'm really waiting for.
Yeah.
Bodyguard? Yeah. Wonder how much he makes. I bet
No
I can do
pictures
that.
allowed.
Anybody else have any expectations as to what we're gonna see?
Greg, I want to hear what your expectation.
Star Saber, maybe.
You think
Yeah,
we'll see any masterpieces?
I guess you could see that because of that fan boat thing, right?
Right.
In fact,
Did they
I wouldn't
show
be
masterpieces?
surprised to see a couple of those people who made the fan boat.
Just real quick, I'm still away from keyboard because I had to go and take care of something. But you guys keep confusing Nuremberg Toy Fair with Toy Fair in New York. That's the one with the big guy.
Doesn't matter.
The one in New York is the one that had fucking
Ball head one?
No, what's her name? God, I can't think of her fucking name now.
The angry lady.
Oh, that's
The-
security guard.
The singer from the '80s that was in Rocky 3.
The blonde. She was married
no,
to Stallone.
Yeah, her, and then
What's her name? She was on Flavor Flav.
Flavor of Love.
Flavor of Love, yeah. Oh, what's her name?
who was the black singer that looked like a man? I can't think of her name. From like the early '80s.
She was in with Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Oh, they did Night Stalkers. Night Stalkers.
Oh, she was in Boomerang also with Eddie Murphy.
Yeah, well, those are the guards at Toy Fair in New York, and then the bald guy's the guard at Toy Fair in Germany. But anyway.
Oh, okay. That's cool.
Yeah.
Hey, Skullface, we got some statue news.
All right, let's go.
Up first is
I was just
Oh,
trying
do you want to
about
talk more
Hasbro.
about?
I was trying to talk about Hasbro stuff more. But,
Go ahead.
But
Go ahead, big guy.
you wanna move on?
Let's
Go ahead,
move
big
on.
guy. We got Devastator, and he looks good.
Yep.
Hey,
It's a
what,
beaut,
these-
Clark.
These folks know how to make a statue.
It's like
Look at that ab crunch.
It's
Look at
just
that ab
like
crunch.
it's just like they went ahead and took that TFC Hercules, planted it on a base, and said, "Let's make a statue of this."
I wonder if they used Hercules for a point of reference.
Actually, it looks like he's got the Toy World legs.
In the
Yeah, he
Toy
does
World
look
head.
like Toy World.
Well, BNC Toys said, "Where do you think they got that head sculpt from?" It's terrible. Well, I think you're terrible.
It's terrible.
It's not
Terrible.
terrible. It is bad. I don't like the head sculpt either. But look at that ad crunch and look at that's going to be a lot of money.
I like that he looks like he can carry rocks on his back. It looks pretty awesome. The dump truck bed there.
He can't though. It's upside down.
Shut up.
Put him
Robert.
upside
They were
down,
just-
he can, or you lie him down, he can.
Robert, you're just being a Debbie Downer tonight, man.
A Debbie Downer.
Debbie Downer.
I said it right, so you can't put it on a shirt. So
I
fuck
know.
you.
It was just funny.
No, I was talking to Robert. I'm not talking. I never cussed at you, Bobby.
Dude, this fucking Rodimus looks fucking awesome.
Oh, I guess
Oh,
we're
I guess
moving on, huh, Bobby?
Moving on.
Moving on. You want to host?
Thanks for Matt Baldwin and us.
Yeah, sorry. I'm getting excited because like I think this
look
company
like-
knock out
Ooh.
shit. I think that the fucking Grimlock and the Sharkticons looks fucking stunning, and I think that this
Oh, that Grimlock looks fuck.
Who's he standing on?
Rodimus?
Yeah, isn't he standing on? This is not like an arm.
Yeah, it looks like an arm. It's just fucking broken bots, man.
Yeah, that looks pretty. God, that Grimlock with fucking Sharkticons, man. Oof.
That's probably gonna be like probably a fucking $1,000, but like that's very
Which one? Which one? Oh yeah, the Grimlock one. Yeah.
Because did they do the Soundwave one that just went on pre-order at BBTS recently?
Where he's standing on.
I think
That like
so.
little. Yeah, that was like $875, I think, or something like that.
Dude, look at all that fucking detail. God, dog.
Is he standing
Man.
on Cup? Looks like Cup. I'm going with Cup.
Who? Grimlock?
I don't think it's Cub. I mean, like, I don't think so, but
The hot rod standing on Cup.
okay, fair enough.
I hope so. You know, whatever. That's probably. I don't know.
Speaking of statues, shout out to Uncle Dolphin pumping out some reviews.
Yeah, he is. He
I gotta
is.
check it. I gotta
Is
check
Uncle
this
Dolphin
out.
in on these? Do we know?
I don't think he is. He needs to be.
He
But, like,
should be.
Bobby needs to take a look at them.
So Bobby can look at him.
Yeah. He bought that. I think he bought that Darkness statue. I mean, I think that shit was like $1,500 or $1,600.
Mhm.
God dang, money bags.
It might have even been more. Like,
Is he strip on the side?
it wasn't an easy call for him. Like he was upset about it. Like when he saw it, he looked at me and like in silence and didn't say anything, and then looked down at his phone, looked back to me like in silence, like he didn't know how to bring it up. Like he was like, like he knew he had to get it, and then now, because he has the darkness, he needs to get the Witchblade and the Angelus if they make one. But
damn.
Oof.
Welcome to the rabbit hole, as they say.
Yeah.
So yeah, that Roberts looks good. Next, we got the Nightlight of Unicron.
Yep.
Which I hope it projects dick pics. That's what I said on RLC.
Yeah, that was funny. I heard that.
This looks beautiful too. Fuck.
What size is this? I'm like, man, I wonder if
what's a table lamp?
Yeah, they call it a table lamp.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I wonder if I could put it on a shelf and have it be a stand-in.
I'm gonna buy this thing and I'm gonna justify it to Kit as a furniture purchase. Oh, she's looking at me.
Yeah, it looks like you could take Hot Rod off of it. I could just have him standing in for Unicron. Oh, 16.5 centimeters height is for Hot Rod. Unicron lights up display, 66 centimeters. Let's see what that is in American measurements.
In real measurements.
America.
25 inches. It's over 2 feet tall.
So it's taller as Fort Max.
It's just a little bit taller than the Toy World Debbie.
Mm-hmm.
3 inches tall.
Holy shit!
Let's see if they have a price.
That's gonna be 15. That's gonna be $599.99.
No, I don't think it's. Well, maybe it is. I don't know. I think it's gonna be probably like close to $100 or $200.
Yeah, I can't see it being cheap for the size. It's not gonna be. I don't think it's gonna be 100 or 200, Bobby. I think that's very low ball.
You think so?
Yeah.
Oh, look at all the light up feature. Oh my god.
Just like look how they're even advertising it, like, you know, 73 light emitting components, a remote transformers logo projection, USB power plug.
Yeah.
That's gonna be $600. Jeez, look at all the light. That's, man, the details in his hand. Holy shit, dude.
Wait, is that power plug as in like that's a power source, or it has like a USB outlet on it?
I don't know. That's a good question.
Because Kit's always saying we need more USB outlets around here.
Justified.
High quality polycrystalline stone.
Is Hot Rod in one of the pics? Is Hot Rod floating on? Wait,
he's removable, so. Maybe.
Is there a stick up his ass?
High strength ABS or high strength abs with skeleton, ultra high light transmission of abs, and high bright LED lights on. Limited production. Ugh. Unicron lights up in the body, even the floor.
Dick pics.
More than 73 light emitting components.
Holy shit.
A lot of fucking batteries. Just kidding.
And just one USB power plug. Just one. They couldn't throw in another one. Just one.
Well, it might be, you know, now that Greg says it probably is that's what's powering it, especially if it's an LED set of lights. They're pretty low voltage, so.
And it will be out in the second quarter of next Thursday, Greg?
You know, I wonder if Lenny is tempted on this.
No, it's not MMC.
Yeah, but he's a huge Unicron fan.
Yeah,
and
it's huge Galvatron.
And this is not a figure.
Oh, that's true. He does have the Unicron head. Yeah. Huh. He probably will be.
Lenny's in on it.
You think so?
Oh, you already texting?
No.
He's got to buy something. Jesus.
Yeah, some people can save money, Robert. I know that's a weird concept.
I know.
Not Robert. Robert's like,
not Robert.
Robert's like, no, I don't like it, but I'm in.
If I buy something, would you smash it for me? Okay. Cool. So yeah, that's the news.
All right. I guess we can knock out some questions then.
Yeah, we can. You can read MP. I didn't put MP. Did you, Greg, put
All
MP?
Right. I'll pull it up real quick, so to speak.
Sorry. I put some other stuff in there.
It's okay.
Thank you.
I did put MP Collector's question, but I put it after some of the questions that have been writing for like 2 months.
Oh, okay.
Well, maybe not 2 months, but
In a previous episode, I had sent you guys a question about Solar Chijoke and Voltron we had coming our way. I have since received my copy of him, and almost wish that I hadn't, because this thing has me rethinking my whole collection. The fit and finish, the heft, the accessories, this thing is the total package. The problem is, it is magnitudes more impressive than anything else in my collection. I cannot even find a sprue mark, and there are always sprue marks. This is the level of quality I want for my Masterpiece Transformers collection, and I would be willing to pay for it. Anyway, I'd be interested in hearing if any of you had the same reaction when you held the SOC Voltron for the first time. It's a thing of beauty.
Oh, I don't. I never
listen to
touched
this
it.
goddamn Transformers fan. He's bitching when there are sprue marks. He's bitching when he can't find one. Jesus fucking Christ! I just got a $300 toy, and I'm not fucking satisfied.
Grr, grr, grr.
Yeah, well, when I looked at like Magid sent me a Solar Chijoke and the Jay Decker, and when I held that, I was like, man, like this is, I mean, it doesn't transform obviously, but I was like, they kind of definitely know what they're doing when it comes to making a figure. So it's kind of like what we were talking about last show when I was like, man, like, you know, you high quality robot lines from other, and like the price you have to pay for them, and you compare them to what third party on a much smaller scale is able to offer at their price, and you realize that what you're buying really isn't all that expensive in comparison. So,
hey, Bobby, I just wanted to slip this in while you're still talking.
Slip it.
What he sent you was actually a Super Robot Chogokin, which is the economy line. So this is like
I'm rich, bitch.
Like MP versus Legends class, or I would say this is like Takara MP versus Hasbro Deluxe. So if you think you were impressed by some of the things that went into that,
right? Well, I mean, even still, you know what I mean? Like even more so.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Right. No, I get it. Like it's like I don't know. It also, in comparison, it makes what you're paying for a Hasbro product seem just fucking like a waste.
Whoa.
Okay, but with the Solar Chijoke, I don't have that Voltron, but I've seen the reviews. And
here it comes King of Beasts.
Well, the articulation, I have King of Beast.
I know you do.
Do you have the King of Beasts? Do you really think you have it?
The articulation. Well, Hung No agrees with me. He's on my side. Then
everybody's got to be on your side then.
Well, he's a big man. He's got a tempest to move. But I mean, look. Okay, the heft, the quality, the build, it's there. The style, but the articulation somewhat limited. I mean, you do have third-party figures with much better articulation, and on par with the design and the build. So, I mean, it's not like you're throwing your money away all the time. It's just, how many Voltrons are there out there? This is the one that came out in the past 2 years. So,
well, I also think that the Voltron, it doesn't have to be as intricate.
Right.
The transformations. I agree with you. That no, I do. That the lion transformation there's only one of them that's really elegant is the black lion, like that transformation. But the rest of them are just kind of like collapse the arms, collapse the legs, insert black lion.
Yeah,
hey, Bobby.
Into robots too.
Yes.
Quit lying.
Was that?
Quit lying. I love that. Stop lying.
Stop lying.
I don't have any Voltron, so I can't answer the question. Sorry.
Yeah, I mean it's beautiful, but at the same time, and I agree with like all the fit and finish stuff, like that stuff that you get from a fucking professional company that's well at it. Something to do. Somebody's getting ready to kick up that Johnny Be Good.
Yes.
That's funny, Bobby B. I don't know why I thought that's hilarious.
But that's what you get from a very professional
company. Hey, are you getting the Voltron stuff out of Walmart?
Jesus.
Throwing a slurp.
Hey, is that is that? Is that
I
you?
think it was my microphone. Apparently my phone stopped charging, went to 100%, and somehow messed with the voltage going to the mic. My fault.
Oh, gotcha. No worries. Were we saying, Matt?
Are you getting the Voltron stuff in the stores?
No, sir.
Okay.
No, sir. No.
Greg, did you get them?
I'm not even crazy about the show.
Well, before I answer that, I want to suggest to Justin, maybe you should invest in a Unicron table lamp so you get that extra USB power.
I just might have to, Greg. Might just have.
You can plug your phone in there. If I get any Voltron, as much as I want to just get it, as much as I want to be able to get something in a store, like the way my money is, like now, like if I was to get any Voltron, it would be this one, the SOC one.
Okay.
And I don't have the money for that. But if I spent $100 on that Legendary Defender one, that would that'd be $100 that like I could have put into like this.
Right.
So,
I've not really heard anything good about the stuff in the stores, anyways.
I have. I think people that have been, a lot of the people I've seen criticize it are people that just want to criticize anything that's not a particular third-party company.
Okay.
And I don't mean that like any. I mean like people that are like only collect MMC and make toys, and they're like, this is crap. It's also
I got you.
$100 for it, you know.
Right.
But
I mean, I've just been iffy. I've seen them, and I'm just like, I mean, if I spend $100, it's over actually $100 for all 5 of them. I'm just like, I could get a, some third-party transformer if I really wanted it. So.
I watched the show. I like how the Voltron looks in the show. I like how that thing looks combined. But the fact that when you try to articulate the arm, you have to articulate like part of his chest, like that. I'm like, nope, kills me. Not interested.
Well, then don't get a solid you're joking one. That shit happens with that one too.
What happens with that one?
The fucking chest piece move.
Yeah, but that's the chest piece moving
Move the arms.
because it's weak. It's not, you can move it back into position. The actual Legendary Defender one, the arm articulation is the chest. So
you're a weak apologist.
And the chest piece you can lock in.
Ooh, burn. So yeah.
Don't burn me.
That's a good question.
He does want to burn you because then you can backdraft. Okay.
Check that door for heat, Tim.
Tap that doorknob. Tap.
Let's see what other questions we have. So,
Johnny D.
Larry?
This is a good one. I was hoping everybody was
I
here.
recently had a dream about the passing of one of. Damn.
I know. This was hard for me.
I also have a follow-up question to this one, but it goes back to...
me too. I do too,
yeah.
Justin.
Hold your tears back. Hold your tears back.
Which crew member?
Yeah, which one and how?
Yeah.
I know.
Will we eat them or will we...
Robert?
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
Really, or you're bullshitting?
No, I swear to God, I know.
Go on with the question.
I
and
can't
tell
say.
us.
He made me promise.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Dude, that's fine. I respect that.
And
I recently had a dream about the passing of one of the SCU crew. It was sad, but got me thinking.
I don't get it.
For some reason, when it says it was sad, but got me thinking, I feel like the next line is going to be like, would my life really be that bad if one of you died? Probably not. What is something that each of you enjoys having around about each of the other members? And I'd love to hear any memories you guys have of each other that you don't think of often /share. Keep up the good work. Love to you all. Wow, that's an awesome question. It was sad, but got me thinking, what is something that each of you enjoys having around about each of the other members?
First off, the answer of how one of us went was a knife fight between all of us at TFCon.
Plastic knives. Think about it. I guess. Let me. That's tough. Anybody want to go first?
What you're thinking? I have a guess too. I think it was Robert D, and I think it was related to autoerotic asphyxiation and mutual masturbation.
Yeah, I also hear that that when you drown, there's a good chance that you ejaculate as well. So maybe try that out.
Nice. I'll be back. Hold on.
Or maybe you won't.
As far as memories, I mean, and this one, just because Robert D wasn't there, our first,
That was my favorite part.
Robert, we didn't even. I mean, you were. I don't even think it was our first TFCon. It was in Chicago. I finally got to meet Greg, Justin, and Bobby. And
you talking about when we took that shower together when we that Friday night?
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
And it was my first time that I stayed with Greg, and last time too because I snore like a fucking Bangee. That
was that a Bangee or a Banshee?
I was gonna say
damn
it
it.
started off.
Is that a ghost that plays a guitar?
It started off with the fifth of Christian Brothers and those sexy dice that when you roll, one tells you what to do and the other one tells you where to do it.
No, I mean that was I got to meet all y'all the first time, and we did our I remember it was pretty cool doing the show and in the room and everything.
It was just us, like that was just getting started.
Our first that was we weren't what 8 months in probably 9 something like that.
I guess 10.
To be fair, it was just us and Fear Corpse.
That's right.
And
That's
Fear
right.
was there too. I apologize, I forgot about that.
He was sitting in the corner of the
there.
room and watching.
Yeah, and
Just like any
with
good
dick in hand.
Just like the shower session.
Dick in hand. But that was that was awesome. That was and everything. Then the next the toys. I'm at the TFCon in North Carolina will always be special because we got everybody. We got Oscar and Robert D and all that stuff and everything. So we all got to hang out, and that was fucking awesome. And everything. So.
Well, that's not his question though.
Well, some of it was. Love to hear.
I was saying memories.
His question is, what do you love about me?
Okay, so I'll go around. This question might take us through the end of the show. So, for one, Robert makes me laugh. He makes me laugh or he makes me cringe. So sometimes he has a joke that I'm like, come on, you're better than this, and then other times he has a joke that I'm like, dude, like that's right up my alley, so to speak. And also even though I would never utilize it, he is a good voice of reason to kind of speak to. There was a time where I was emotionally compromised about a circumstance, and I kind of low key reached out to a few people and didn't get any bites on the hook, and he happened to hit me up, and he was a very valued voice of reason in a very troubled time for me. So I will always be grateful for that. I will never forget that.
Oh.
I want to know what that's about. I want to PM you, Robert.
And let's see, and then Matt, I would miss Matt's for all of Matt's every once in a while he needs to go into a corner and pout have a good cry for a bit. It's balanced out with this overwhelming kind of joyfulness, and I've also watched Matt kind of evolve from somebody who kind of couldn't be bothered much of anything to somebody who will stand up and be the first person to volunteer to tackle a task. But I will also he's always present in the chat. Matt is always there. He's like a staple. He's like you count on him being there. And when he's not there, it feels weird. And I don't know if I could count on one hand the amount of times. I don't know if I know of a time where he hasn't been present. So I would miss that. I feel like the rest of us, our passion, for this hobby specifically, for collecting and nerd culture and stuff, I think our passion is always there. But for Transformers, thick and thin, I don't think any of us are as consistent with our passion for this hobby as Matt is. And it is not impressive, but it's heartwarming. He's got a love for this shit that is unparalleled, I think.
Oh.
And he's a general wish good time, good heart, good sort of vibes kind of guy, which is why when he gets all quiet and pouts in the corner, it's a fucking bummer because it's very out of his character, his natural character. For Justin, it's different also for me because Justin and I's relationship goes back further, and like I said before in a recent show, like he was my first commission, and like, you know, I looked up to him. Like I was a big fan of his reviews, still am, but I was like, you know, he was like my go-to Transformers guy. And I miss Justin a fair amount because he hasn't been able to come through for events, but you know, he lives closer than the rest of the SCU guys, so like I used to see him more often than I saw the other ones. But I like that I can get on the horn with Justin, and I feel like I can get further with Justin, so to speak, on the phone in 30 seconds. In 30 seconds than I can with almost anybody in my regular life in 30 minutes. Like I call Justin, and Justin, like, I'm like, here's the business, here's the task at hand, and Justin's like, okay, done, sorted. I can't do that. See if somebody can do that. Got it. Good. Okay. Talk to you later. Like that's a type of person that I click with in terms of productivity. Like I like that. And I value his opinion, even when I disagree, even though I feel like he suffers from that same disease that Adam suffers from in terms of intelligence, where it's not enough. It's not enough that he's right. He needs you to feel like you're wrong. Like he can't be right and just be right. Like I need to be right, and I need you to know that you're wrong. And I'm very skilled at dealing with that because I've been dealing with a guy like that for 25, 30 years.
Oh, shot it at him.
I'm gonna throw that out there. Guilty.
Yeah. So and it's no big deal. But either way, that same type of personality usually generates really good discussion when that opportunity presents itself, especially in person or on the phone or something. And I also feel like Justin and I, like, because we started talking so much longer before everyone else, that like a lot of times when I look at things that we've done or little achievements or accomplishments in this very niche thing of ours, like I will pull him aside and I'll be like, damn, like look how far we've kind of come in this, and it's always a good thing to share with him. So you know, all that kind of stuff. I don't want anybody of these guys to die. It's a very morbid sort of topic. And Greg, like Greg is like a kindred spirit to me, I feel like, in a lot of ways. So like you know, sometimes we're like magnets, and sometimes the positive and the negative are appropriately aligned, and sometimes they're not aligned. We either attract each other or repel each other, equally proportionate, you know, given the time. And there's one thing that I would really miss about Greg, and when he did walk away, I missed when he was gone, is like Greg has a very quick written wit that I do appreciate. And like he sometimes, like, I feel like the way that he works in the written form of language is like the way that Bobby Fischer works in chess moves, where like he will put up, or in the chat or in a text or whatever the case may be, he'll write something that'll seem a little strange, or like now I feel like I know him better, where like I can kind of recognize the signs of it coming. But then like it doesn't pay off for like another 10 minutes when the punchline hits. And then you're like, oh fuck, he had it lined up and he knew how this person, that person, and this person would all respond in order to get it to pay out. And I do see that, and I do recognize it, and I am like, there's a lot of times where I'm not able to keep up with the chat, but like when I go and check in the chat, like I'll read through it when I get a chance, and I'll be laughing to myself, and then it's so late where like usually I'll even post, like I'll be like, you know, it'll be like 40 some messages have gone by, and I'll put LOL at Greg saying the hat is funny or whatever it was, like because it's some shit that he had hand out. So I miss that, and I miss. Greg and I used to chat a lot, but unfortunately, like, you know, both of us are busier, and I already missed that. Like I missed those moments, but you know, it's love is love. It's not like I know that I could have that if he had the time, and I think he knows that he could have that if I had the time, given any sort of circumstance. And Lenny's probably the person that I chat with the most from Shattercast, and it's probably because of it's probably because of two things. Like I chat with Robert a fair bit, but like usually Robert's like, "Here's a funny GIF," like, and I'm like, "LOL," or like most of my texts back to Robert are like, "LOL, nice, very nice, cool, sounds good."
Does that in your reviews too?
Yeah. But like Lenny usually sends me like poignant things or things that generate discussion, and because he's so far away, and because like I know with him the time is of the essence, because he's going to sleep around the time that I'm waking up, and then my day's starting to wind down is the time that his day is getting ramped up. Like I do try to take advantage of those moments when I see like he has a moment and I can chat. And Lenny and I think are very similar in a lot of ways, even though our sensibilities are different. And but when it comes to kind of socially, I think we're very much the same. And I think that he's also like, he has a quick wit and he has a funny way of putting words together that I do appreciate. So I would miss that as well. And that's what I value. Some of the things. I mean, I value a ton of things about all these guys, but that's some of them that I do. And that we can do the memories maybe next, but I need a fucking drink. Who's next?
You make it hard to follow up.
Yeah, that's pretty hard. I mean, I would agree with everything that you said. I mean, as far as, I guess I'll go. I mean, I won't be as long as Bobby, because he's that type of guy, and that's what I love about him.
Hey, not many guys are, man.
That's true. That is true. Boing, boing. No, Robert. I'll start with Bobby first. Bobby, I always feel like, if we do talk, he's straightforward. He will tell you what is going. He's helped me with my reviews, and he's like, this is what you got to do. He's not going to sugarcoat it. This is what you got to do. Bam. And I love your work ethic. It's out of this world. How you do it, I don't know, but I couldn't do it. And everything is just, I think, you're like an uncle, like you're that uncle that, I could go to and you would get me beer and, and all that stuff. And then, sit down and talk to me, and just, go fishing.
I thought we were going to say he was going to touch you later.
No, not that nonsense. No, I mean, just go, I could take you fishing, and just be a fucking we just sit there and just, shoot the shit and then play with Voltron toys. And, but yeah, I mean, and like last year, it was only me and him at the, at Trypticon, and we actually had a moment. We just sat there and we just talked, out there in two chairs, we just talked, and that meant a lot, to me, at that Trypticon, with everything. Good. So, and with Robert, he's helped me, outside of Shattercast, with, legal issues or anything that I've had to do with me and Belisa, and everything. And he's just a nice, kind-hearted man. He'd do anything for anybody, and yeah, and he mess up the microphone and stuff. But yeah, I mean, he would do anything for anybody, big shout out to Barricade, him and his sister, his sister's having issues and everything, and Robert, automatically sent, when I, something to, to the GoFundMe and everything, and I did too, and everything. But it just, the amount that Robert put was, was really a lot, and it was awesome. That's just the type of person Robert is. He's just a sweet guy, and
very generous guy.
Yes, very generous.
Guy. Look, when my dad died, and my mom didn't have a job, and we were all in school. None of our family. My dad had 11 siblings. No one helped us. I mean, it's fucked up. I wrote them all off. That's the worst thing you can do to somebody when you're like terminally ill or whatnot. Right. Is just write them off and just erase the whole family, that part of the family, from your. It's like fuck. It's only money. I mean, it's like I don't know. I took it personally.
Yeah, but that's just the type of guy you are, and it's awesome. You're just, like I said, you will help anybody, at any time you want. I mean, you can,
Not anybody.
Well, not anybody, but you know what I mean. And Justin is awesome. I love him and his wife. Me and my wife got to meet them last year, and we had a great time. I can't wait to meet them again. I've always liked to hang out. Me and Justin, we don't talk much, outside of SU. But I would love to talk to Justin, and everything. But we just have different schedules, I guess, or something. So, but I mean, Justin just he's got kind of a I don't know what kind of humor it is, but it's kind of weird, a little bit. I don't know how to explain it or how to describe it. Just you got to know him. He's a great guy. Do anything for anybody. He's that guy, and I've got to meet him at TFCons a couple times, and I love hanging out with him and everything. So I can't wait to meet the little one too. And Greg. What can I say about Greg? I think I fight more with anybody in this world. It's Greg. But I know he would have my back any fucking time, and I would have his back too.
He had your back.
Yeah, he did. But Greg, it's just like Bobby said, his wit is just uncanny to anything. It just he's fucking funny. He always knows what move. He knows 5 steps. 5 steps ahead of everybody. As far as telling people, he can see people real well. He's that kind of guy. And I know we fight all the time. I've always had different views of everything, but I can always talk to Greg. And I know that he'll be there for me. So. And he's one of my best friends. I mean, all y'all are my best friends. Y'all are like brothers to me and everything. And Lenny, pretty good. Lenny, yin and yang. We just, I don't know. I just love Lenny to death. He's my favorite Australian. We talk. Whenever we can. I wish we talked more, but like I said, he is on different, continent, so it's kind of hard to, get to talk to him a lot. But when we do, it's awesome. I love talking to him on the show. He's funny. Got a lot of tattoos, and I can't wait to see him. He's finally gonna get to make it over here for TFCon this year, and I can't wait to see him. And like I said, y'all are my brothers, man. We've been doing this for 3 years, and I think it's probably one of the best 3 years of my life. Doing this with y'all. So. Yeah, that's me.
Robert?
Matthew. Matthew is, I mean, look, memory-wise, I love hanging out with you at TFCon. That was great, shopping for toys, walking around and everything, hanging out. I was very impressed. You're like the only person in my life who I tried to bear hug, and I got knocked back.
That was a fat joke.
But you're like the immovable wall. But Matt is he's an interesting fellow because he's very open-minded, except when it comes to gray area upsize toys. He has like this air of innocence to him, even though he's a dirty-minded scoundrel. But Matt is always there. That's the thing. He's always there, and he you can tell like all these guys, they'll always be there for you. Everybody here. I love everybody's sense of humor. We all connect on a certain level, and I think that's how our chemistry works. We get each other. Even when we joke around.
Yeah, that's another thing I want to say about Greg. Thank you for my mom had a stroke last year, and they got all together and sent flowers to my mom. And they've never met her before, they only know her on Facebook. But to do something like that is awesome. And I think we've always tried to do stuff for each other like that. I think that's pretty cool too. Sorry, Robert. I just wanted to say
it's okay. That's fine. No, yeah. And I think we're all very close. Even though we don't, some people chat more than others, and some people touch base more than others, but we always come together every week, and it's like most of the time, I don't think it's a surprise. I forget we're even doing a show, and I just feel like we're having a good conversation just to get together. But everybody across the board, I love everybody's sense of humor, and everybody has a different flavor, so to speak. But, Justin, my best memory of Justin was, I remember him when he responded to me on a YouTube video, and I was like, holy shit, he's actually interacting with me. I thought it was cool. And gave me credit. He did a supplementary video and gave me a shout out. I don't know who the fuck I was, and he was, after the GoFundMe, he was the first person to send friend request and reach out to me. Justin's very welcoming. He's very, Justin, you keep to yourself, and it's sometimes hard to get a read on you. But I think you're very kind, and I think you respect other people's opinions, and you don't necessarily push yours on others. But then when you do open up, I think it's funny as hell to hear what you actually are thinking.
That's true.
But yeah, Greg is also everybody. You're all conundrums. Greg is a big softie. I think you can always go to him with a problem, even if he might be a curmudgeon about it. He will help you. He'll think he's gonna fucking help you before you realize, like before you finish, saying goodbye and turning around to do something else. He's helped you out with something. I think Greg is extremely sharp. He's very smart, and I've told him in the past, I think Greg would make a great attorney. And life ain't over. I think dude should go to law school because I think he would be really good at it. But yeah, that's what I think. But yeah, I mean, he's a good friend too. I mean, Lenny. I think Lenny's like a kindred spirit in a lot of ways. I don't think I could piss Lenny off if I tried.
Yeah, that's a
I can. It's not that hard. Sorry.
He's my spirit animal.
Yeah, he's like my spirit kangaroo.
Yeah. I mean, he's just a good fella. I mean, he'll say, when he calls you a cunt, it makes you go, oh.
Are you implying that Lenny is mobbed up?
I'm not applying anything, Bobby.
Okay. All right,
I don't apply pronouns.
And Bobby is another fellow with a great sense of humor, very smart. All you guys are really smart, which is great. I mean, I certainly don't think I come off as some fucking snob, but you guys you'll win an argument with me more often than I win with any of you. You're all very sharp and smart, and Bobby's definitely, he's up there. He'll discuss anything with you, and you can I like being able to have honest debates with people where no one gets upset. I mean, it's okay to trigger and get quiet, Matt, but I mean, no one gets angry. I can't.
No, I forget about that shit about 5 minutes later.
I can't have a discussion with my wife about something I don't agree with. Like, we end up arguing. It's good to be able to just have a back and forth and respect each other's opinions, and sometimes have your mind changed or see that someone else's mind has been changed, or neither. I think Bobby's like a rock. He's got a crazy work ethic. I have my own business, and I wish I had Bobby's work ethic. Because if I did, I'd be a millionaire right now. But I don't. I'm like the opposite. I'm like Bizarro Bobby. I'm like, I go to work hard today, and then I fall back asleep and wake up. And I'll think like, fuck, this dude probably did a review. He got up at 5 a.m. He mowed the lawn.
He did 5 reviews before 5 o'clock in the morning.
But I know that Bobby's always there. Even if I've never needed to make that call, I know he's there. Anyway, he's very welcoming. I mean, not too many people invite dozens of strangers over and host successful gatherings and bring people together. That's great.
It's true.
Oh, and he has no gag reflex.
Let off with that. That's the thing you should have let off with.
That's funny.
Well, and lastly, though, because it means something to me, Oscar. Oscar was on the show when I came on. And he's funny and very creative, and he's a friend. He's still a friend, even though he's not on the show anymore. But he's someone that I can talk to for hours on the phone. If we ever get on the phone and chat, like somebody that if hey, you have friends that you don't speak to all the time, but when you do, you pick up where you left off.
Oscar is one of the few people in my life that I've ever met that I definitely consider to be an artist. I think that
dude is. Yeah.
Besides you,
is shut up. It's always. I think even more so than me. Like I think Like I think a lot of times I'm just trying to do something because I think something looks cool or because I want something to look cool. But I think a lot of times Oscar does stuff because he wants to express an idea.
Everybody else is hearing Bobby's mic cut out, right?
It's my mic shutting. I keep hearing static on another mic.
Yeah, I don't know if it's yours. I don't see anybody else talking on anybody else letting up on Skype, but I don't know. Somebody's mic keeps popping a lot.
Yeah, when it hasn't shown. When I hear it, it's Robert and Matt.
Weird. I see Greg lighting up.
It's strange.
Because I just breathed on the mic, just like this.
Anyway, I think that Oscar's a true artist and a creative dude, and you know, like same with Antoine. Like I think Antoine is a really I think he has a really good heart. I don't think there's like a real malicious bone in that dude's body. You know, I don't have really anything negative to say about anybody that's been a part of this show in any regard.
Well, Snowflake, I had to say
fuck
something.
that guy.
No,
Fuck Snowflake.
That's my guy. That's my guy.
Just kidding, Tyler.
Love you, Tyler. I haven't talked to him in a while either.
So I mean, there's obviously a lot of things about everybody that is fantastic, and probably too many things to list. So I'm just gonna go with some of my the one thing that sticks out to me about every single person. And for Matt, it's how genuine he is. Like the love of the hobby and the toys and everything like that. Like, I don't think you'll find anybody who's actually more legitimately a fan and has a passion for this kind of thing. And like, it shows. And like, as much as we rag on Hasbro and stuff like that, like I know that I'm more pessimistic towards the movies because everybody else on this podcast, and like Matt is probably the reason that I have any interest in like Titan's Return and stuff like that. Like, his genuineness will like rub off on you to an extent,
Literally.
Yeah.
Shut up, stupid.
So Robert, we'll go with Robert next, and outside of his awesome quality of, little background comments, backdraft, and stuff like that, Robert is definitely probably one of the most selfless people, if you're friends with him. I mean, like, I've got stuff to review from him. He's like, take a look at this, check this out. Hey, I bought this for you, like, some friends of my family who were going through, a rough time, like, he donated to one of their, like, help us pay for this surgery thing. Like, I mean, Robert's just all around an awesome dude. Like, I don't know how he does it. I certainly don't have that generous bone in my body. I don't know.
God.
And I'll never be rooming with Robert at a TFCon.
That's true.
Greg, like, Greg has a lot of good personalities. One of the things that really stands out to me with him is, like, he's known as the quote-unquote internet troll, like, he trolls for good, as the old intro used to say. And I can just think of so many, like, fun times that have been had with Greg where, maybe somebody else was part of a joke, and just super enjoyable. And I think to an extent, I'm not sure if I think I knew Greg more than Bobby. I've known you longer than Bobby, right, Greg? Because of GMC days?
Well, Bobby was on GMC before I was.
Okay, so I wasn't sure if you were on first or he was on first, but I mean, I go way back with him, and
well, she used to send you nudes before Bobby was ever on.
That is also true, and it was also appreciated. So, I mean, like, Greg and I go way back, I guess almost as long as Bobby and I do, who is by far the furthest back. But yeah, I mean, Greg's a good person, and, as much of a pain in the ass as he can be sometime, like, he'll always have your back. So, I appreciate Greg being around. Let's see. Lenny is probably the hardest because I know him the least. And it's a shame because I wish I had more time to talk to Lenny. Like everybody says that I am very absent on the chats, and that's true, but I don't tend to follow the chats. But if you message me directly, I'll probably get back to you almost constantly. The problem is I'm very easily distracted, so I turn off the distraction of the group chat, So if you want to talk, just send me a message.
Yeah, you will. You will get back to if you message. Yeah.
Yeah.
I know that.
So Matt, if you our schedules may be different, but send me a message and you'll probably get a message back pretty quick.
We've talked a lot more lately about stuff.
And so Lenny, I guess it's the hard one because Lenny is on the other side of the world, and usually when I'm awake, Lenny's not, and vice versa. But from all my interactions with Lenny, and especially on the show, like he's just a good dude. Like you can chat with him about anything related to the show. Like if he's around, he'll jump right to it. Like back in the day, like right when we were expecting the little one, like Lenny was the one who was doing everything he could to figure out how to backup record and everything like that, and like that type of willingness to help, like it was pretty clear, and that stands out a lot. And last but not least, of course, is Bobby, who I guess I have known the longest here, and the one thing the one thing that I think really stands out to me about Bobby, and it's something I admire, I wish I could be more like Bobby in this sense, is that like the way he puts himself out there and like interacts with everyone, and his outgoingness, like I'm envious of that. I wish I could do that. Like I am generally a quiet, reserved person who is not likely to go talk to you first, So Bobby's ability to do that, like, I mean, I wish I could be like that. So
he's got that sales pitch, man.
I do. I do. But before I pass it off to Greg, I do want to say one more thing about Lenny. One thing I admire about that dude is like everybody, that's an adult, like you live, 30 some years, and every path has its puddles, right? Like everybody's got their fair amount of luggage and their fair amount of baggage and bullshit and, tragic stories that go along with their existence. But without putting any of that dude's business out there, he has had some real tragic moments in his life. And for him to be kind of as squared away as he is, and as positive as he is, and as optimistic and sort of lighthearted as he is, I am in absolute awe of him in that regard. So I wanted to make sure I said that as well. Greg.
Sexy as fuck too.
Yeah, he's that also.
Oh man. All right, I'm not gonna gush on. I'll try to be as quick as possible. Robert.
I like Robert. Go last with him, maybe.
Robert's a good guy. He's definitely, like, I know he'll be there for me if I need him, and he has everyone's best interests at heart. I think, even though sometimes he can be a little overbearing in expressing what he feels his best interests are, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. I only have to do one thing. It seemed like it was so much longer. Matt is probably the most childlike person I know. And while that can be both a negative, that's also a great positive. And while he does have his moments, he does, as he said, he does snap back. And, I value Matt a lot. You can always count on Bobby to be straight and to the point, and
not always straight.
And good or bad, take it as it is. You know what to expect. I don't really care for Justin much. Lenny, no, I like Justin. Justin and I have a little private every once in a while. I think we disagree on a lot of things, and I think we agree on a lot of things. I think we're two different people from different backgrounds. I don't want to say different backgrounds. I think from different upbringings, maybe. I don't know a good way of saying it. But I like Justin. He's the second smartest guy I know. And I don't know. I don't really know what to say. Justin's a good guy. Well, everything that I would say has already been said about everybody for the most part. I don't have any real shockers. That's the worst part about going last. Who's left? Lenny. Lenny and I had a rough start because I think we both have the same tolerance level for stupid, and I don't think we realized it at first. So I can appreciate that. Like, we have very little patience when it comes to stupid people, and we also both come from cooking food backgrounds, so we always have that to fall back on if we ever give up on Transformers. And I can always count on him when I wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning, can't go to sleep. I can always count on him to be on the old Facebooks.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yeah.
did I miss anybody? Because if I missed anybody, that probably doesn't bode too well for my opinion of them, right?
No.
That's everyone.
I will say just a couple memories that I can think of on the top of my head. With Matt, I'll never forget. Like, we were taking a picture at TFCon Chicago the first go round, and somebody said, like, they were like, "You're too small, nobody can see you." And they were talking to my daughter, and Matt was like, "Who, me? I can suck in, or I can blow my stomach out a little bit if." Like, and like, that's just shit. Like, it stuck with me. And like, that was another thing.
Oh,
like,
the panel with you was awesome too. You and Adam was memorable. That was one of my favorite.
You said something funny as shit there too. Oh yeah, you said this is what Stanwood feels like.
What do you say?
Like, they had 13 people out there. I was like, this must
in the audience at first. He was like, now I know what Stan Bush feels like. The I think that the first TFCon Chicago is the first time I realized that Matt is actually funny. Like, I didn't know that about him, but like in person, like, he's funny as shit. He's very circumstantially funny. Like, he's an observer, and he makes these like little small comments that are very, very, very on point. With Robert, I'll never forget him running into Skullfest the first year and leaving his family out.
I gotta get in.
Fucking forget that. Like, I like, it was just like because Robert's a big dude. Like, he's tall. He's got a big frame. And like, he came. I have these long steps. Like, it usually takes like 2 steps to get up a step. Like, they're just like they're spread out to get into my front door, and like, he came running up the steps and like opened up the door and was so happy to see everybody. And like, there's his wife like out on the curb trying to get the fucking baby seat, and the it's just like, you know. But it's like, people are just happy to be around one another for, you know, and not have the opportunity to regularly. You know, Justin, I'll never forget with Justin being in TFCon Chicago also, and the first time that we realized that like people actually gave a shit about the show, when like people like wanted to like hang out with us like on Saturday night, and like I remember like it was just him sitting next to me, and I was like I can't believe this is real. Like, we're looking around, like everybody's wearing like Shattercast shirts and hoodies and shit, and like, you know, to work on it all behind the scenes and then kind of see everybody enjoying it publicly is like, it was, I think it was something that him and I, like a moment that we really shared. With Lenny, I'll never forget him. When I told him that we were going to have him on the show as like a regular host, like, he called me. Like, I was at a Florence and the Machine concert, and he called me and like just wanted to say thanks and how excited he was. So I remember that. And I'll never forget with Greg. I'll never fucking forget walking down the hallway, and we were fucking holding each other, arms around one another, walking down the hallway. And I looked to him and I was like, I want you to remember this moment, and I want you to remember how good this feels. Next week, thought I'm an asshole. You remember that I'm not always an asshole. And,
that's when Bobby. That's when the rare occasion when Bobby's drunk and I'm sober. I'm the fucking judge.
Yeah.
I thought you would say you can't forget that day I stayed my ass up all night to get your daughter a fucking toy.
Of course, that's
jerk.
I can make on and on.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
But yeah,
Dude,
that walking down that hallway in that hotel is
I think the Shattercast show at North Carolina was special too. Outside, you know, that was a special moment for everybody, I think.
Yeah, like, and everybody was there, like, because like this pool table, it does feel like when we get together, it does really feel like an extended family. Like, when I see the ROC guys, it's like I'm seeing my cousins. Like, when I see the Shattercast guys, like, I'm seeing my brothers, and like when I see the ROC guys, like, I'm seeing my cousins. You know, and Toy Detox as well.
Yeah.
And then when you see Matt, it's kind of like you're seeing your brother and your cousin all at the same time.
It's a possibility, you know.
Oh
Hey, y'all.
But yeah,
What
you know,
y'all do?
I've never thought about the prospect of losing any of these guys. But I mean, it's shit. You can go fucking any minute. Like, there's sometimes when I'm driving to work, I'm driving down the road, and I'm like, man, like a tractor trailer will cross me on the other side of the street. I'm like, man, if that motherfucker just like wasn't paying attention for a second, that'd have been the end of me. Like all for nothing. Like, you know, like you can go, like anybody can go at any moment.
Yeah.
And, like, I don't want to. I don't want to think about that. Like it's I would, you know, like it's funny. I've said this before, but the idea of internet friends really seemed like a very bizarre kind of thing that I would never partake in 5 years ago. But you know, 5 years later, a lot of the people that I interact with the most are mainly the internet and through the different fandom communities.
That's true. That's it, I guess. Anybody got any other memories? Robert, you got any memories? The back massages?
Are y'all having any?
My favorite memory of Matt is by far him being on the floor playing with his toys at TFCon.
I was gonna say that too.
I got down on the floor with him. That was fun as hell.
With both feet out.
That was fun as hell, sitting on the floor.
Not the first one.
No, you weren't there, Robert, the first one.
Yeah, you weren't there.
The first one.
But the one in North Carolina, yeah.
The second
one of
one.
my... Yeah, second one. I think
walking out that train lifting.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I know what you're talking about.
Greg,
Yeah.
Greg shared his stoli with me at Skullfest. That was nice.
Sure,
Yeah.
what?
Shared a stoli with me.
Oh. Whatever.
I think I'll never forget sleeping. I'll never forget trying to sleep against the fucking toilet in the bathroom. Matt.
Yeah, I'm a story.
Oh, man.
It's gotten better, though. Since I've lost the weight, it's gotten better.
For Bobby, I have a memory nobody else has, and that is when we the very first get together where it was us and the GMC guys. So.
Oh yeah.
It was a good.
That was a good night.
Mm-hmm.
That was a good night.
It was the first time I met Bobby in person. So.
Yeah.
Oh, was it? Oh,
Yep.
okay.
Yeah, that was a good time. Like, you know, we had dinner and some drinks and a trip walking up the steps.
I feel like that was the night that I was welcomed into the inner fold. You know, I mean, it was a good night.
Yep. Yeah, that was a good
Hey,
night.
Bobby, Justin, check the
Xavier flew
chat.
in from California. What did you say?
He said check the chat.
G3.
Okay, all right. But yeah, that was a good moment. So should we go through? We'll go through these new Robert D names.
Gee, yeah, it's like 3 more pages of all.
God.
I put it. You'll see. It's noted as. Let me see here. As of 2/15/2017. Just scroll down. You'll see that on the left.
Oh yeah, we're done, aren't we? So closing.
Okay, so Paul C. Trigger happy based on how excited Robert D gets when someone is triggered. I kind of like it.
I like that.
Bacon collar.
Who said that one?
The collar of the shirt was worn the fuck out. Guest star, Ratchet Chaser, Esquire. Oh damn it, I was on mute. That's true. Rob DD10 and Rob DD10V. Robert Gratuity included D. And then we have Clodomus Prime. This is from Megaspire L Now Customs. Oh, okay, L Now. He did the Skullface custom. The Abuser.
Awesome.
Crew DD. Crass Ass. Captain Crass. Lead with D. Lead with D is funny. Robert the Vulgarian. And of course, Asshole Face.
That's winner. Asshole face.
Wreck the Fan says Rob DKO like C3P, like C3PO.
Oh.
Fuck me up.
That's cool.
MP Collector said, okay, I got it. Law plus D plus Vape, a bit of Star Wars, Lordy Vapor.
Lordy Vapor. Lordy.
Chris Mal says Rummy Burrito, Closet Former, Beater Xboxers, Correcticon.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, that's good. SXS NYC.
Nice.
Gundam, MPPD, but if I can only submit one, it would be Buster Brown and his Harry Holly Knockers.
I like Correcticon. Go.
Snowflake says Sausage Justice Warrior, or Sausage for short.
Yeah, he is Sausage.
30 Legend Size D.
Nice.
Jeff Cleveland, Robert Devaluer. Brink, Robert Damage D, or RDD for short. He's a man that causes damage on the shelf but seeks damages in court. Call him Damage, but remember, that's his middle name.
I like RDD. That's a good one.
Frank Harvey, Round Rob, damn. D-Ball, Obnoxious D, god damn. D flat,
Wow.
the ambiguous D, D to the MMC.
D-Tall.
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 I kind of like that one. Legal D, Regal D, Tweedle D, Double D, and I'm spent. One Eye XL, not Bobby Skullface.
Oh, perfect.
Calico Kid, Robert D. Asquire. DVS Man 17 says Rob D's nuts. D's out for Porkins. So happy to be queer, which is a bit much maybe.
I don't know
there.
if we can say that one. I don't know if we can use that one.
Rip Astley, I suck at nicknames.
Steve. There you go.
Steve, good. Raptor 22G, Dobbert R.
Oh, I just put the. Oh.
See what he did
Nice.
there. James Dio Saturn, Robert Defense, clap, 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 defense. Chris Garth, you motherfucker. I just named Robert D. Giggles. He makes a comment.
I wrote you motherfucker there.
Oh, okay. Just like he found his penis during puberty. Nothing below, Robert D. Robert Doo-Wah Dee Dum Dee Doo from Jet 3000. Robert D. Devil, the man without fear of breaking his Transformers.
Yeah.
Like Daredevil. 762 Rockman, Vicious and Delicious Robert D. Robert the Legendary D. Robert Dangerous D. Robert D. Damster. Dude, I kind of like Damster.
Damster Hamster.
Robert D. Hamster Bot Protector. Jabron 5000, Robert Meme or Reem. See the double entendre? I think that might actually be a triple entendre, Jabron, but we'll work it out. Gabe Infinity Watch Pussy Collar.
There it is. Pussy Collar.
Okay, so that closes the intro. That closes the entries rather as of Friday, and we're gonna try to choose one next week. I think we should try to choose one. I don't think we should draw it.
And thank y'all very much for all these fucking awesome things.
Yes.
These
Next week we'll have a
Yeah,
I guess
thanks a lot.
Everybody pick their favorite 5, and we'll put them in the
jeez.
chat. See whichever.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was awesome. And a good question, Davis. Even though I want to know which one of us died, and I want to know how we died. Actually, I'd be okay just to know how we died.
Yeah.
But
it's probably me. I eat too
Well, that could be pretty obvious. Like, say if one of us died in a house fire, or one of us died in a Transformers avalanche. Like,
Wait, was that me? Oh yeah.
One of us was murdered by gypsies. I mean, that would be
And,
one of us died of lead poisoning from knockoffs. Just saying.
Greg would be the one to die in a house fire. He's got too many things plugged into an electrical outlet, and not a USB port. I'm gonna get with Kit and work that out.
Gotta use them USB ports.
I actually have a really good memory of Kit, Laura, and I just sitting around chatting it up, having a few beers on CFCon Charlotte.
Oh yeah, I had breakfast with her too.
That's how she gets you.
That's awesome.
Yeah. All right, Matthew Deluxe Baldwin, do you want to take us out of here?
Well, we really don't have to do anything, so
we just talk, and then the music kind of fades in. Maybe it's fading in now, while we're just having this conversation that just seems like we're on our way out anyway.
Thank y'all for listening.
Slowly drifting off.
As always. Good night, folks.
Now the music's fading in.
Shoutouts to third-party TF Crashers at Fear Corps, IamRatchet.com, at Real Robot, and Open Your Toys Podcast. The Cool Table Network, ROC Enter the Realm, Toy Detox, Plastic Fanatics, Beer and Bolters, Nerd Rage Radio, and 8 Weeks.
Don't forget Stasis Lock, Lenny.
You can find us at YouTube, iTunes, give us a 5-star review, it'll really help us out, Instagram, Facebook, and email us at shatteredcastonline@gmail.com. This podcast is intended for mature audiences only, and its sole purpose is to entertain. If it doesn't fit with your sensitive sensibilities, feel free to turn it off now.
Shut the fuck up, Chip.